Hi everyone, good evening. It's just Damian here. I have got some new ladies' slippers. They're like sandal slippers. Uh, £25 from Amazon. They were the only size 10 ladies' slippers that I could buy. I did try ordering some other ladies' slippers the other the other week. My aunt had ordered some for me on over the weekend last week, and she received them in the centre size 5. So I did a big order on Amazon the other week, the other day nights. Sorry, as I had a few items on Amazon that had gone faulty. I had a pair of these that needed replacing because they'd gone faulty, and I put a big order in for some other stuff and ordered them again in the centre size 5, even though that I asked for a size 10. So I was looking at for ages last night on Amazon trying to find some new shoes and that I wanted, and some new slippers that I wanted, and I really like these. They're really comfortable and that kind of thing. That kind of thing in the right size and that, and they've got the backs on as well because I can't. Uh, they've got the backs on as well, and I struggle to walk if they didn't have the backs. But yeah, I just wanted to apologise for last night if I upset anyone or if I didn't get my point across thoroughly. Um, I am 100% in a better place since being discharged from community mental health, and I do have ideas that I'm excited about, ideas that I am trying to bring in, ideas that I know are going to work, and it's going to be with the right people. The doctors are really supportive. I have emailed the complaints line about the doctors just to explain happy and how happy I am working with them. I have put complaints in that in the past about various things. However, if people give me excellent service, I always try to message how good they're doing, and I always try to message how good they're doing and try to show my support that I am really trying to do my support, trying to show my support on what I want to do and what I want to achieve. So I am really enjoying working with the doctors. Um, they've got the same thing. What they've checked my plans out thoroughly, and I really liked it the other day where they gave me a doctor. I didn't know that the doctor was going to be a male at first. However, I did Google the name because I hadn't heard of that doctor before, and it was a male. However, I really liked the fact that one doctor had messaged me at 9 to say that she's going to be messaging me now. And then I'd asked her why she changed it, and she said, "We know you're more comfortable with women in that." So I'm really, really glad of the new procedures with the doctors, and I'm really excited about that. I am really excited about working with a communication therapist and that as well, because she's got the same ideas as me or the same sort of thoughts as well. And it's the Hannah Montana song with her, Best of Both Worlds, because she's a professional, but she's also autistic as well. I may have been referred to mental health services in the past, and I may have been referred to learning disabilities and that in the past, and people say that their expertise is autism and their expertise is mental health, but they don't really understand it if it's something that they're not going through themselves. And that's why I feel more of a connection with her, because some people on mental health services and that as well have said we want to work with autism. We are a specialist in autism, but they never are. It's like they never understood me or never understood what I wanted. However, with my communication therapist, I can, and I've got ideas that I'm really excited about. However, where the doubts are coming in are me trying to preempt or me trying to prepare for a worst case scenario. I know that in a worst case scenario that the crisis team need to be contacted, or ambulance 111, police, for various different reasons. Some issues are a police issue, things, some emergency situations are police issues, some emergency situations are mental health, some emergency situations are medical, some emergency situations by your service or whatever, you know what I mean. So it's like knowing who to contact for the worst case scenario that is upsetting me or causing the most confusion, because I don't want to be getting into a situation with my mental health again where I need to ring the crisis team, they refer me to the police, and then the police refer me back to the crisis team, and then I'm arrested for being passed on from one person to another for misuse of the police system or malicious communication. That's why I have been contacting different departments and that relating to what's what's going on and that kind of thing. That's why I've been ringing organisations back that I've worked with in the past to see what they'd recommend and to see about what they'd recommend to do. I don't want to be working with them again. I just want to know what I need to do in a worst case scenario, and I have followed their advice. I've run the complaints team, but it's like we don't we don't know what you need to do. Our policies and procedures are mental health negate people having mental health issues doesn't negate you from being criminal responsible. So then I start thinking, am I breaking the law with mental health or whatever? Because it's different people, different opinions and that. But I don't like the fact that the advisor brought up what I'd done wrong and that kind of thing. But she was saying that I made a complaint. Yes, I did make a complaint because the anxiety that they were putting me through over Christmas ruined my Christmas. I was getting told that I got told on the 9th that I had to wait till either the 18th or the 19th to be discharged. Then they extended it till the 23rd. Then they extended it again, but that's why I put the complaint in, because it ruined my Christmas, and I don't want to be wanting to make myself ill again over mental health support services and that. That's why I put the complaint in when I did. I had some other issues and that as well about previous things that had happened in October, and that about advisors and that stating to us we understand what's going on. We understand about advisors stating that they understand what's going on. They understand that conditions are with the police conditions are with this person and that person, and the conditions are with this person, that person, and then then denying the fact to the police that any recommendation any recommendations have been made to me. However, that was a different incident. But yeah, it just annoys me as well that that's why I put the complaint in. It was like Christmas time. It was like really upsetting me in that, and I did make the decision in that to put the complaint in them because I was sick of it and it had ruined my Christmas and that kind of thing. So I don't want to be making myself ill again for a mental health team and that, but I need to know what I need to do in a worst case scenario. The other problem is as well, when I have tried, I need to slow myself down a bit. I know that I need to slow myself down, and I know that I need to slow myself down and not try to plan too far ahead. I need to be able to crawl before I can walk, walk before I can run. The problem is that a lot of the times I try to plan for a worst case scenario, and 9 times out of 10, I am getting better at I am getting better at managing myself, but 9 times out of 10, when I try to preempt something or plan for a worst case scenario, I often make things worse, and things happen way, way more, way more in the severe is the consequences of it, more severe than what it would have been if I wasn't trying to preempt things. And that it's about finding the balance. I know that a lot of things have worried me and that kind of thing. I know that I felt really, really excited when I had been discharged from the mental health teams in the community mental health. As soon as I found out, more or less straight away, email my communication therapist, what can we work with together to get this sorted? What can you offer me? I need this appointment, that appointment. And then I'd been looking at some other stuff and that as well. Then I get told you're still under a community mental health team, and it's like anxiety's kicking in again. I am not open to community mental health team, trying to tell everyone. But then I got a phone call to say that I've definitely been discharged and I've got the letters to prove it. So I'd started feeling a lot more happier, a lot more relaxed then. Then on I'd started feeling a lot more happier, a lot more relaxed then. Then on So that was, I found out on the 30th that I was getting discharged, and the following week, I'd had them issues the following week. Then, then I found out different stuff and that kind of thing. So I had them issues that week, and I'd had the phone call a couple of weeks ago about that, and that made it more worse and that kind of thing again. And then I found out that being discharged properly, and then it's like I'm feeling better. Um, wanting to plan. I'm feeling better. I can plan ahead, but then like other stuff had kicked in again, where it's the fact that none of the other stuff in that kicked in again, where I get told that talking about mental health place matter and that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm just trying to plan too far ahead and really should be focusing on the ideas that I've got. I did look into some other areas that I wanted to work on, develop social prescribing. However, the problem is with them, the problem is with them needs too complex to a specialist with the autism. But yeah, I saw the site liaison the other week, the other night, and they were saying that I need to start knowing what I need to start being able to do my coping strategies at home and be able to do things myself rather than relying on other people. And like, the problem is at the moment, I'm just panicking about certain things and that kind of thing. I do want to be, I do want to be as well. Uh, I do want to be as well, starting enjoying myself and that more, and to get out more and more social activities and getting out. And like people telling me that I need to do coping strategies at home rather than relying on other people or whatever. But the issue is doing watching the Formula One, going out for a walk, uh, gonna find me a social group. It's not gonna find me a social group or whatever. I do want to get support in other areas wanting to wanting to get back on track and that kind of thing. As I say, when when things had went a bit funny on Thursday, had another hospital admission, not any any visit, sorry, but that was stress and anxiety. But I've been getting a bit of trap wind in that the last couple of days, and I hold the doctor responsible for that. I hold the doctor at James Cook responsible for my trap wind. Basically, when I was in A&E the other day, she she asked if I was passing wind okay and that kind of thing. Ever since she asked if I was passing wind okay, I've been getting trap wind and I've been wanting to or I've been wanting to pass the wind more often. And yeah, I hold the doctor responsible for that. I'm joking, but I've been a bit sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic, but yeah, ever since she said that I've got have you been passing wind okay? I've been uh having problems with wind. But yeah, I've been self-medicating for that. I've been trying some peppermint tea. I've been trying some peppermint tablets or whatever, but it nothing seems to be working properly. But yeah, I've see what the doctor says on next week or no the week after next on the 5th or whatever, or I might bring tomorrow, I don't know, depending on how it is. But genuinely I am in a better place. I'm just trying to preempt stuff in that as well. But it's like it's like I do get because don't want to sound contradictory when I'm not, but I do often think where when I'm getting turned down by other organisations and when I'm getting down by other organisations, I do think what would it have been like if I worked with the mental health team in that? How could they have helped me? However, I know I wouldn't. I know for a fact that it would have made me ill because of the situations that I was in with the Darlington mental health teams and crisis teams, and I can never trust myself anymore with the mental health teams, and I can't trust them either. But yeah, I know that deep down that I've made the correct decision, and I've got ideas that I'm trying to bring out. I've got goals that I want to achieve. I haven't started my plan properly yet. I I've got ideas, and I've I am in a better place right now. People understand me more. People are taking into consideration the safety plans. People taking into consideration how I feel about the gender, how I feel about other stuff. I have found another organisation tonight that helps people with learning disabilities, doing work placements and that kind of thing that aren't ready for paid work. So I've messaged them. I've messaged a couple of other organisations, a couple of other people in that. It's about getting down to it and start enjoying myself. I just need to not let the worries, not let the worries and that get out of my head. Just get the worries and that out of my head. I am petrified of working with the mental health services and that, as I say, but it's they don't understand. They don't understand the situation. But I've got ideas that I want to bring in. The doctors are more than amazing, and yeah, I've got ideas that I'm bringing out. I've got the new slippers. I've got the girls out more often. I got the girls out more often. I dress more often. I feel a lot more happier presenting femininely, and I'm able to control my anxiety in that more. And it think I did. I'm not getting anxious in that as more as often dressed. There's been a couple of times where I've been anxious in that when I've been dressed, but yeah, I just need to nip it in the bud and just start enjoying myself in that again because I do have plans that I'm bringing out that haven't even started fully yet, and it just me a bit with the old community mental health teams and that where they were trying to bring plans together and that, even though that I wanted to be discharged and the stating that I was offered 2 weeks and then they extend it and other stuff and that. But I just feel that sometimes because I just feel that it is my fault sometimes that the mental health has gone bad because that's what the lady said the other day. But yeah, I just don't want to get down. I just don't want to let my mental health deteriorate again and it be my fault again because I've overcome so much. I'm in a state now where I can try to get my license back and some other stuff, but yeah, I just need to know. I just wanted a bit more clarity. I wanted a bit more clarity. I wanted a bit more clarity for a worst case scenario. But I don't think that, as I say, I didn't think it'd work with the way that the mental health services wanted to me to get my advocate involved or whatever because how could I work with the advocate in how could I work with my advocate if I was in crisis? How could I work with my advocate when I was in crisis? Because I, she doesn't deal with mental health like that, and I can't. If you're in crisis and that, you need to be seen straight away. So I couldn't wait 3 4 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks or whatever for that to happen. I tried explaining the situation to the lady over the phone, but she didn't have it. But yeah, if you want to ask any more questions, feel free to message me and goodbye.